Okay, well, I'm going to take a detour on the engine, drop the block off to the machine shop. It'll be 2.5–3 months before I get it back, so in the meantime I'll go ahead and do a rebuild on the transmission. Been doing some cleanup on it. Oh man, I bet I took about 4 to 5 pounds of grease off the outside of it. It was caked on so thick I couldn't even get it all off, but I got it pretty good, but I'll have to just start breaking it down and then doing more cleanup on it. So this will be a short little video on just rebuilding the transmission. It's a Turbo Hydro 350 and the parts just came in today, so I'm going to go ahead and start on it. Okay. Not too bad. Pull the retainer clip off. Speedo gear. Yep, couldn't quite get all the grease off of that one. Caked on pretty good. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I didn't get all the oil out, but I guess we keep happens. use that washer, thrust washer there, and okay, I finally got that little booger of a snap ring out. So I'm finished taking it apart now, it looks like. It goes right down in there, but as I've been inspecting it, there's a bushing right in there, and that seems to be chewed up pretty good. And looking at this piece right here, that's got a lot of wear on it, so I'm gonna have to take that down to a local transmission shop and either get a replacement, or I don't know if they can turn that, make it any better, cleaner, put a new bushing in. So I'll have to at least talk to them and see what I can do with that. That's what I wanted. Okay. That goes in there. That goes in here. Okay, now I think that should come out. We shall see. Okay. And that's clean. Whew. Okay. So I'm probably gonna have to take that down and get that bushing replaced, or I don't know if they can just give me a new one of these, or but I'm gonna have to find that out. I don't see anything else that's really chewed up, but that definitely is not in good shape. So we'll have to deal with that. So well, today I'm doing a little bit of cleanup on this case. Man, I've just sprayed it with degreaser and cleaner and oven cleaner and all kinds of stuff to try and get this old grease off of it, but man, it is just stuck on there like crazy. So I'm using a wire wheel today, and actually that's cleaning up pretty decent there. So I'm gonna do what I can to clean that up today. That's really been quite a hard thing to get clean. So anyway, that's what I'm working on, and it should look a whole lot better. Okay, well, the deeper I get into this, more issues I'm finding with it. Got the case all cleaned up and starting to put pieces back in and going over stuff. The housing here at the back, I put a new bushing in. This one here was pretty worn. You can see here where it just wasn't wearing evenly over the whole thing. So I've got new bushing put in there. That looks good. Like that. The input shaft, I think I showed you that this here was really chewed up, and the bushing on the inside was ate out pretty good. So I got a new bushing to put in, but I got my new piece to put on there, so the new input looks a whole lot better. Should work good. And as I'm getting the other pieces, this was the bushing that came out of the rear of the housing, and it was scored up pretty good too. So that's what this one is, and it's got some pretty rough edges on it. So I've got a new one of these ordered, so that'll be in soon, and I'll be able to start going. Cleaning up the bands, those shined up pretty good, but the friction band here, we had a chunk missing out of that one. Another one here that really, yeah, that one's missing a big chunk out of that. Another little spot there, but yeah, the deeper I get into it, the more issues I've found. So once I get the pieces back that I need and go through the process of pulling bushings out and putting new ones in, hopefully I can get this thing back to running condition. I don't know if it actually gave them problems, but I think it definitely was going to give them problems. So this really won't be an instructional type video. I've watched a lot of them just to make sure I'm doing it correctly. But this is just basically to show you the process I've gone through to put it back together. So stay tuned. Okay, well, my new part came in, and I think today I'm finally going to get the chance to put it all together. So here's the new part on the rear shaft. So I've got it ready to go. All the bushings have been swapped out. It's just now a matter of trying to go through, replace the clutches, and start putting the final pieces in it, and see if I can't show it as I go. Okay, I was getting ready to put in this bearing on the rear end like that, but when I put that bushing in, I wasn't for sure how deep it needed to go, so I had to take the calipers and measure the depth of this lip right here, because if the bushing's riding on this, then I'm going to end up with a lot of metal in the fluid real quick like. So I had to take and set it down in there just a little deeper and make sure I had plenty of clearance. So now that I got that set back down in there, I'll go ahead and continue with putting that in there. I had to use this tool here to knock it down in there just a little bit more. It's a bushing tool to set bushings, and that worked out very well. So anyway, I can continue on and get the next piece in. Okay, so in goes this. Actually, let me get a little extra protection on there. Put some lubrication on there, just to make sure that nothing's dry when it goes in. Okay. Oop. And that spins pretty good. Okay. New thrust washer, a little on that. I'll stick it in there too. Okay. Okay, so I'm putting new bands and clutches in. The bands come fairly shiny, and what I'm doing is just taking Scotch-Brite and putting a little polish on them to kind of not really rough them up, but just take some of the shine off of that. It helps clutches grab. I've learned an awful lot from watching the guys at Precision Transmission do their YouTube videos. So that was one of the tricks they talked about, was taking Scotch-Brite to them, polishing them up a little bit. So that's what I'm going to wrap up with before I start putting them in. It doesn't take much. And that's basically what it looks like. So it doesn't take much to do it. Okay, adding some clutches and bands. So you need to pre-soak all these friction bands for about 15 minutes before you put them on. Okay. I think that's about it. There we go. Okay, see if we can get it in now. Let's see. Come on, spin. There we go. Okay, I think that's down, and I can see where the snap ring goes, so I think it's in good shape there. Let's see if this will be down in there. All right, and that's in there. Okay. Nope. Nope, let me make that change, dang it. I got that in there wrong. Okay, I need to get the opening. Oops, I need to get the opening right here, so this has freedom to move. So I didn't get that started in the right spot. So I'll see if I can get it better this time. Okay, let's try right there. Okay, there we go. That fits a little better. All right. All right. Okay, so this will be next, and we'll see if it goes in easy or bites me. I've lubed it all up pretty good. Well, actually, wow, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. And it spins just perfect. All right. Well, that went in much easier. Okay. Okay, now the real tricky part is getting that snap ring in there. Without losing it. I might have to use the actual tool for it. Hey, there we go. That was the toughest little burger to get off, and I don't know if that was typical or not, but it's on there. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, that's the old thrush washer. That one was worn pretty good. So the new one's on, and go on, go on, go on. Okay, well, after working on it for a little while, this was the brand new bushing, and it wouldn't even fit down over it without it being pressed into the piece. So I actually put the old bushing back in, and it's in actually really good shape. I just had a new one, so I put it in there, but this one fits just like it's supposed to. Just slides right down. So take the old or the new bushing out, put the old one back in, and call it good. Okay, well, I'm going to put the bands and clutches in this part of it. It starts with a wavy band, then a steel band, clutch band, and these have been soaking for a little bit. Last clutch. Top. And a snap ring. And voila, that's ready. Okay, now it should just be a matter of dropping this in place and get it all pretty close to where it needs to go. There we go. And it's down. And spins pretty freely. So I ran into a little bit of an issue. I thought since that one bushing was not sized right, I'd better check this input shaft that's here before I got it all assembled and tried to jam it in there. So I checked the pump, and yep, those bushings are a little too small also. The front one's almost 10 thousandths too small, and the two in the center here, they're about 4 thousandths too small. So before I get down to putting it all together, I gotta get those honed out a little bit. So I'm making my own little sandpaper hone here. Take a little Dremel tool and make my own little flap disc. Bend it over. Put it in my drill. And run it down through here. takes quite a while really to even shave off 1,000, so I've gone through several pieces of sandpaper just to get it down. I'm using 180. It seems to leave it pretty smooth, and I hit it at the very end with 400 just to take any roughness off of it. So I got the other one done, but I got to finish these two right here. I've still got a couple thousandths to go to get it where it needs to be, so take another 15 minutes probably, but thought I'd show you what I'm having to do to make this work. The original shaft, the one that was damaged, I replaced, so that's why I thought I needed to check the new one that I got, and it's just a shade bigger. Maybe it just didn't have as much wear on it. I don't know if it's brand new or not, but anyway, it's just too tight, and I didn't want to have to jam it in and damage them and screw it all up. So it's a good thing I checked it first and tried to get it as good as can be. I'm using a little caliper here just to verify where I'm at with it, and I still have about 2 thousandths to go on that to get that where it needs to be, so it'll be a little bit yet. Okay, well, it took me a little more than 20 minutes. That was about an hour and a half of doing that, but I got it down to where it's slides right in. I'll put a little lube on it when I put it together, but it turned free, and got both ends of it taken care of. So got it taken apart and cleaned up again, got it all cleaned out, and ready to proceed with getting the rest of it back together. Okay. There we go. A little stiffer to turn, but it's down in there, so good shape there. Okay. Gotta make sure you get this in the correct way, because it's got this spot on that one that it doesn't have on that side, so you have to make sure you get that right like this. Okay, pump is in, and now needs to be torqued down, so I just tighten them all up to about 12, 13 right now, and get them all snugged, and then I can go around and get them all retightened. Okay, double check them one more time. Okay, pump is in. All right. Okay, well, I'm down to bottom side of it after I got the pump in. So now I'm getting ready to do the valve body. I do have a B&M shift kit that I'm putting in it. So I've kind of been through the instructions on it, reading it. Already drilled out a couple holes on it. So I drilled out that one and that one per the instructions for street modifications, better shifting. So, kind of funny, I'm going through all my old stuff, and this shift kit is identical to what I bought 30 years ago. I had a 73 Chevelle and put a shift kit in it, and that's, the instructions are identical, word for word almost. The only thing is, pictures are better in this one, in the older one, than it is in the newer one. So anyway, I thought that was interesting, but we'll get to work and start putting this thing together. Okay, so right here's the one little check ball that I'm supposed to put back in. The other three I'm not going to use. Would have had one here, there, here, and one other spot. Anyway, there's 4 of them, but I'm only using the one. So that's the only one I got to worry about. The rest of them I can throw away. On here. Make sure everything gets a good coat of grease on it. Oil, lube, whatever it is. Blue stuff. And actually, put it on this too. Okay. That should help hold it. Okay. Okay, so one check ball there. We got one gasket. I had to put filters in here and here. One gasket goes there. The metal plate goes next, followed by this gasket. And put a bolt in there temporarily. Now hold it all in place. Okay, so then silver bracket is there, followed by the gold bracket, followed by the original part, and then put these on. Make sure everything lines up right. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, followed by the valve body. Finish torquing these down. I've kind of been around them once, but I'll snug them again and get them down to 10. I'll probably hit them all twice just to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, I think that's about it. I'll check these one more time. Okay, those are good. Put a little lube on this. Get that back down in there. More is better. Okay. Spring. Rubber seal is there. Lube on that just to hold it in place here. And the cap. There we go. And see if I can get the spring in there. There we go. Okay. That looks good. Okay. And this. And that's sealed up good. Okay. Okay, I got the lock mechanism back in there, and that's the park. All those work just fine, so we're in good shape there. Plenty of clearance underneath here, so I think we're in good shape. Okay, so put the filter on, and let's see. filter. Okay. Now for the pan. Almost there. Okay, I got my gasket laid out. Don't need any glue or anything on it. It should be fine like that. Got my new polished aluminum cover for it. And that's gonna be right up next to that. Right up next to that filter. If it actually touches that. We're right at it. We're real close. Well, that's not very good. Well, not lining up really good. We'll have to see how many of them don't line up. Well, that seems to be a little bit of a problem here. Looks like the lock washers aren't giving it quite enough room. So either I use a smaller washer or do it with that one. Definitely this here is way too tight. I won't even let it go in, so I'll have to do a little MacGyvering on it. Okay, well, I finally got it to fit. I had to leave the lock washer off for this one, and this one here. Just not enough clearance there. So that's a little flaw with this pan, but I got it torqued down to 10. I just need to go re-cinch them, move it up to 11 foot-pounds and give them all another snug, and that should be good. Okay, that's good. Okay, well, here we go. Last little bit to go on. I got new seal in the back, got my speedo gear on, new rubber gasket here, and that's the last piece to put on. Taking quite a bit just to get it back together, so had all kinds of little things pop up. So next will be the engine. Once I get it back from the machine shop, and that'll be the next thing I'm going on. Hope this all works okay. I hate to have to take it out again just to fix it, but I've done it before, and I think it went back together okay. So I think we'll be all right. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.